Commissioner, I understand that the commission applied for a grant to become navigators for the Affordable Care Act, the only commission in the entire nation. Am I to assume from that that you're enthusiastic about Obamacare?
No, absolutely not. I'm involved in that. But the thing is, that's $600,000 on the table, and this is what it's going to do. And I don't know if you were there that evening, but you'll see that these navigators are going to put the people into Medicaid that are going into our emergency rooms and costing you and I a lot of money in our premiums, that it's actually going to come off of the county, that we'll have to pay for stuff, and it'll be on the state, even though we get dumped on from the state on Medicaid stuff anyway. But the thing is that right now is that it's not Obamacare, and those navigators are not they're not affiliated with the Affordable Act Care per se. I got a whole, we talked about that, for a long time, and I wouldn't want to even try to go through all that. They did mention that in here, but I skipped over because I didn't know how many people would even know what a navigator is. But no, I am not a fan of Obamacare, and I don't support it. Except for a couple of things. I do like the previous, if you had a pre-existing thing, because as a cancer patient, I think that's really important. Not to bankrupt people for their health. Barb, did you have a question?
Yeah.
Barbara, stand up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hardly know where to start, really. Obamacare, by applying for and accepting this grant, that is assisting the implementation of Obamacare.
But it's against the law in Florida, but not.
Excuse me. I think it's my turn.
Yeah,
Okay, so yes, there are many people that were opposed to our county commission being the only county commission in the entire United States that went so far to apply for a navigator grant, and you voted for that. Darden Rice has been instrumental in many aspects in this county as a serious progressive. All the things that we're all fighting against. We have sides, and I don't think there's ever been any clearer time when we have to be on our side. And there is another side, and we're on our side. And it's the coming together and all of the mulling together that has gotten us where we are. There's been no more important time for us to realize what the sides are and to stand and fight. And Darden Rice has been there as a fighter for the progressives. And we have faced her head on when she has been at the St. Pete budget hearings, bringing in Occupy St. Peter's to get up and testify one by one as to why our our property taxes should be raised, in order to make the appearance that there was a lot of support for that when all of these people that were there weren't even property owners. She also brought a huge crowd of people to the redistricting meetings, and we came to the redistricting meetings trying to help the Republicans, and she was up there with all of the League of Women Voters trying to fight against the Republicans. Time and time again. And then Jeff Danner, when I had so many people coming to the PSTA meetings, Jeff Danner got her on the PSTA board. We have a good Republican candidate in the form of Carolyn Peters, in the form of Carolyn Fries, running for this city council seat. So when I read that you had come out and endorsed Darden Rice, I got to tell you, John, I about fell on the floor. We have got to stick together. And so I asked you, and yes, Gail, I do have a question. Why would you endorse Darden Rice? I'm sorry, but I can't let this go without asking you. And let me just say, before you say this, I don't care whether it's a partisan race or not a partisan race.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion. You don't care whether it's a partisan race or not, and that's fine. But as not a member of the PCREC, and with respect to our chairman who's here, I'm an elected official. I know pretty much every single candidate almost that runs for office. Some come to me, ask me for my help. Some come to me and ask me for advice. Some ask me, what do you think about me running for the job? Okay, well, I've known Darden for 10 years, and she has not only come to me for advice, come to me about recycling, she's come to me about environmental issues. I don't know her as Darden Rice Democrat. I know her as Darden Rice being involved in her community. And you know what? I don't really care what party she is, because her opponent, who might be a wonderful lady, I've never met her. She's never come to a meeting. I mean, if you were running, I'd be endorsing you. Okay? You have been involved more than Darden. But it's like somebody's running against her who I have never heard of, who has never called me up, who's never emailed me about an issue. And it's like, I want somebody who I think is going to be good. Am I going to agree with Darden all the time? I'll tell you that. I know who she voted for president, and I bet you she didn't vote for the guy I voted for.